We're going into Gulag. Now, I'm going to kill this guy because I don't want to spectate somebody who's in the Gulag this early, obviously. Clearly a noob, right? Now we're going to pull shoot, cut shoot. 125th, and we're going to begin the spectating. It's going to give us a random person, I think probably close to where I am right now. And here we are. We're following with Palafox. 0 kills so far, still on the loot up. Already got himself a bounty down in Promenade as the early drop spot here. Shots going down between his bounty, who he saw on the roof there. I don't know if he just saw it, but it was on top of green roof. One of them is actually moving up. Pops his own Deddy on the flank. Execute. Oh! Goes for the double melee. Maybe he didn't hold the button down. You got to hold down for the execute. But his bounty is still alive, obviously. And gets the kill on it. Getting the double kill. Absolutely massive come up off that bounty completion early game. This is one of my favorite ways to start the game, especially because most people now go for the scavenger contracts right off the beginning of the game. And there's so many people there. Only one person gets the contract. If I'm him, I completely go straight for buy station. I'm not trying to get into any fights, especially with 15k cash early game. Start your come up. You can have a huge advantage over people.
Content.
You see him mounted up. He goes for the beam. Misses absolutely everything. Oh, man. Even mounted. Dude, get out of there. Get the F out of there and go get your loadout. You got so much money. Oh, my gosh. What's happening? To me, this is just a waste of time. Even if you hear a couple boxes, keep your movement going like you've got a lead. It doesn't always work out. Imagine he's already got his loadout. He could have already had his loadout and the UAV right now and be pushing people that don't have enough for their own loadout at a huge advantage. Gets his loadout, keeps the AK. Wait, is he double AK? Am I losing my mind, or is this guy keeping double AK? Yep, there's the movement. Gets the tap. He's actually using combat scout, so I see he's really focused not on weapon swaps. He's focused on missing all his shots instead of playing good. He's focused on missing all his shots and dying. Carl 87 of a 482. Was it the AN? Did he take the AN there? Oh man. I can't even. I don't even know what to say about that. If that was the AN. To me, this is holding the angle a little too long, though, right? You're opening yourself up. These are my favorite people, though, personally, to headshot. These are my favorite. They're just sitting there still, easy headies, especially because their glint is shining all the way across the map. So, free loadout's in. He wasn't in any real hurry here. I like this a lot. Just prioritize. Go get your loadout. Go get yourself set, especially if you beat him there. MP7? What is happening? MP7 with, is this a Pellington? Or Tundra. I always get these two confused. He's even using the optic with the rangefinder. This guy's blowing my mind right now. 4 kills on board. I gotta see some action with this. Come on, man. Let's see what you got. You saw him for a second there at the ridge. Goes for the quick snipe. Snipe v snipe here. Little off. Oh, so close, man. Kill after kill. This game just keeps on getting spicier. And here comes the K-Swiss OTS. We're going back to the meta. Oh, door closes. He goes for the wall on it. I love that. Just imagine if he would have hit that, though. Here comes the beam from it. Go for the guy up top. There you go. You had your window. Oh, there's the crack. Come on. That guy down low now makes it in. Misses his critical snipe there. Now he's got 2 in the building. No pressure on him here, though. He's got a closed doorway where he could easily pull cover. This guy up top decides to go for a beam on him. He dips back into the building. Should be able to make it before that guy gets the kill on him because he's so close. If I'm in a fight this long, it's time to rotate. It's time to change angles. Maybe go up on top of train station. Do something different. He is 2-bar threat, which is a bit tough. But I don't even think it's this guy on the roof that's... Yeah, it's not him that's hunting him. There's got to be another guy here. Uses that movement speed to his advantage with the OTS, getting into the other stairwell. He sees him. It was right there. Did he not see him? Goes for the reslide jump. I love it. So see that approach there. If that guy did try and go for a shot, he's already mid-slide, mid-jump, mid-movement. It becomes a lot harder to hit. Now the question is, does Briones play the early position to stop this guy's rotation and hold him out? Another peek does come out there. He was looking a little bit more over to the right, goes for one more peek, did probably see him, goes for another peek there, tries to pre-shot, but I think he might have just jumped down the ladder. I'm not sure. We have got 314 wins on board with a 3.7% win ratio, 1.23 KD overall, 1.42 KD over this last week. So definitely a strong player. Oh, dives in, does eat some shots. Now he's completely pinned, as this guy's going to have to decide now that he already blew his stuns. Oh, big crack there. Go for the push. That guy's going for the replay. He's got a lead. Drop shot comes out from Miguelon, but the outplay from Briones is going to be huge. The teabag, the dirty, dirty teabag, well-deserved on it. I would give it to him. As soon as he got the crack on him, though, immediately pushes that. That's what he needs to do, especially he's running low on plates. Oh, get the other plate right there. And another plate there. But you're determining where is the game going to end. If you had recon missions, that's when it would be absolutely critical on that front. But he can honestly just stay in this vehicle, keep driving around. He actually does decide to go for this hangar that I was discussing here. He still has his vehicle as well, but he could get up onto that third floor would be his best bet here. And now he's really bunkered in. He's got some metal walls to even cover him. He's got good positioning on this zone. Enemy tack rover going by here. Does not connect with the headshot. That should be fine. I don't mind him going for the pop shot there either, because his cover's already blown. He already drove a vehicle up. If there is anybody here, they already know about him being here. Go for as many shots as you need to. See who you can eliminate out of the game, especially using the sniper. Any headshots here, instant elims are going to be incredibly helpful, as he misses this one, unfortunately. But he does know at least one player's there who he can hold out. He has the tack rover to use, but he's got to deal with this guy behind him first. He can wait. Oh, shots even go out over on that side there. So he's even fighting somebody else. I don't see the tracers, but somebody did go down. I didn't hear the death sound. Here comes the rotation. Good hit. This guy's reinforced, so he is going to have perks. Going to get an easy reset off that snipe. But the mission, oh, goes for the rotation, doesn't see it. Oh, and he doesn't get the kill either. This is going to be a massive problem for him now, because this guy can get the beam on him as he goes for the vehicle crossing, which is fantastic. He did not actually get that trophy system to assist him on that. Now sniper on both sides. He's sandwiched between both these players. Now this is the problem of him not getting the pick. It forces him to go deeper into the zone, into complete unknown territory here where enemies can be. He's just, I don't know what he's doing anymore. This is super risky. He can have people at any avenue beaming him out. And he already does get beamed. He's down to 10 health. Oh, this is such a bad position for him. He gets stuck. Finally has to bail out. Going for plate reset. Goes into gas. Last plate. He does not have any more plates here either. Gets a couple. Can he get the replate off before the gas mask breaks and make it into zone? He does have a position here, but enemy already in it. This is because he did not have the ability to pre-explore this area, know where enemies were. And he's just, when you go into unknown territories like that, driving across the map, you know you're going to have people hiding across all these crevices. Whoever came out of this building into here is now going to be probably on this outside wall and could have the drop on this guy who was just taking shots and blew his cover off the last fight. Yep, there he is on the outside wall. That's the reinforced guy, but look at that. Mr. Machine, fantastic shots. This Farah, yet again, impressing in our last spectating game. The Farah 3X was what ended up winning the game, as a matter of fact. Could do a little check, but I like this. He's focusing his eyes. He's just looking around. Here's the shots on right. 2 players over to his right, then 1 unaccounted for, most likely. 1 does die. That was a shotgun over on the right. Gets the knockout on one there. Does not get the finish, though. And he heard the shotgun off on his right over here, so he knows he's got to be over there because he got the kill with the shotgun there when the player tapped out. Oh, but he did not get the finish on that knockout, which is a critical mistake. He's waiting the gas on outside of zone, but yes, this can be a good play, but when you're he saw both of them there. One was on top, one of them was on bottom. He's going to get the replate, stay ahead of zone. He's getting very fortunate here. Neither of the other players, though, have challenged each other. And I think that's what he's trying to rely on, these two fighting each other. Here's the footsteps, close. Push comes in, and that shotgun ends up taking him out. Now down to the 1v1. This was the guy who was knocked out versus the shotgunner. And I think the shotgunner just won it. We couldn't spectate. We couldn't follow in with it. I'm going to clip it, and we'll see which name ended up getting the win here. I would argue winnable by both of those last players that we were spectating. Before that guy went for the drive, had he focused more on pushing out, clearing out his back, controlling that slice of the zone, that was the guy who had the potential to kill the other guy that killed him. Okay, let me take a look and let's see who ended up winning that there. So this guy who is dead here had a I feel like should have played that better in terms of catching this guy. He knew that this guy, Machine, was here in that building because he just did some shooting. He should have been pre-aimed waiting for it because this was out of zone as well. He goes for the hold there. He wins that engagement. He's got great control. He already knows everybody who's over on this northeast side of the zone because he already got the other guy to drive away. But now Machine takes control of this side of the zone. So he hears the shots to his right.
On right, 2 players over to his right. Then
I agree with me.
Accounted for, most likely.
I completely agree with me. Here's those shotgun shots bursting off. Even sees it on the radar exactly where that location is. And the player count now dropped to 4. So he knows exactly where one of them is. He sees the other guy dead ahead of him right now.
One does die. That was a shotgun over on the right.
The fact he does not get this finish is mind-blowing to me. He's still got 35 bullets. He's got a throwing knife. He's got time from the zone. I'm sure he's worried about getting pushed from the other shotgun guy. But you got to think another step ahead. You can't leave it up to luck of these two guys fighting each other out. He decides to dip off on the left.
Finish though, and he heard the shotgun off on his right over here, so he knows he's got to be over there because he got
great analysis.
The shotgun there.
I couldn't agree with me more on that one. Duel. He kills Duel there.
Zone. He's getting very fortunate here. Neither of the other players though have challenged each other, and I think that's what he's trying to rely on. These two fighting each other.
You just can't. The thing is with that, Stone, right, is you just can't rely on them doing that. You're playing the odds. You're rolling the dice when you've got something that you can guarantee to do. Do you understand what I'm saying, Stone?
Steps close.
Just ignores me.
And that shotgun.
So the shotgun is Mustang, gets the kill.
Ends up taking him out. Now down to the 1v1.
Yep, 1v1.
This was the guy who was knocked out versus the shotgunner. And I think the shotgunner...
So let's see if Machine lost that. Mustang. Did Mustang win or did Duel win? Duel won it! Who was not the shotgunner. Mustang was the shotgunner. So the guy who he did not finish, self-resed, managed to kill the guy with the shotgun that killed Machine and win the game. Because he did not get finished off, he lost the game. And Duel won the game coming back from his self-res right there. Unbelievable, man. Wow. Execute. Oh! Goes for the double melee. Maybe he didn't hold the button down. You got to hold down for the execute. You see him. Mount it up. He goes for the beam. Misses absolutely everything. Oh my gosh. What's happening?